That's Night News for this Friday. I'm Tom Brokaw. I'll see you again Monday night.
Snow sweeps through some parts of the state. In other parts, freezing temperatures. A live report coming up.
Health inspectors downgrade several Albuquerque restaurants. We'll tell you which ones and why. Plus,
the Lobos men's basketball team back in action tonight, but are those season ticket sales seeing much action? Well, I'll have the answer in a live report.
Good evening, I'm Carla Aragon.
And I'm Tom Joles. Eyewitness News 4 at 6 starts right now.
Working for you with live, local, late-breaking coverage. This is Eyewitness News 4 at 6.
Snow and icy roads in northern New Mexico.
And snow-covered lawns in the eastern part of the state.
We begin tonight with breaking news. A murder investigation in the Four Corners area.
Police say a woman's body was found near Kirtland. Oil field workers found the body in a rural area. She is described as an Anglo woman in her 30s.
Officers are not releasing her name at this time or saying how she died.
To the weather now. Some areas of the state are still seeing snow tonight.
But the big story is the freezing temperatures. Meteorologist Larry Rice is here with the latest. Larry?
Well, we've got a freeze warning in effect for a chunk of southern New Mexico, an area that has not seen freezing temperatures, so it brings an end to the growing season in the lower Rio Grande and Tularosa Basin area overnight. The snow, well, it was a big story this morning. As we take a look at what's going on the radar, you see the activity right around 9 o'clock spinning through Roosevelt, Quay, and Curry County. This area picking up between 2 and 6 inches of snow from the amounts that were reported to us, but right now it's starting to fizzle out across the area. Wind still an issue, blustery winds still continuing, especially in the southern portion of the state, where we still have wind gusts to 30 plus in the Roswell, Artesia, and Carlsbad area. Looks like the snow is over for tonight, but cold temperatures are on the way and maybe even some fog in areas of the eastern plains. We'll talk about more of that in the Pinpoint Forecast coming up.
The snow has stopped falling in Tucumcari, but there's still some on the ground, and where it's melting, it is making for some wet roads. Kim Holland joins us live from Tucumcari.
Tom, it is the first big blast of winter here in November. Unofficially, about 4 to 6 inches fell. You can see most of it on the grassy areas, but it is melting fast. Residents say big flakes started falling around 7 this morning and didn't stop for about 7 hours. As quickly as the snow started, it stopped and started melting. Big puddles and streams of water fill city streets. This big snowstorm did catch residents off guard, but most aren't complaining.
I thought it was going to be a nice sunny warm morning, and all of a sudden all this snow out of nowhere.
Very creative, and I just put it together, and I don't know. I love snow.
Can you smooth out there you go. It's going to be on. We found this 16-year-old taking advantage of the snow, making the snow angel complete with spray paint. But you can bet that snow angel will be melting here in the next few days, along with a lot of the snow on the ground, big puddles on the road, and when the temperatures drop, that stuff might start freezing up. So we'll, of course, keep on it and have more for you coming up at 10. Reporting live from Tucumcari, Kim Holland, Eyewitness News 4.
See you then. Thanks, Kim. Snow and icy roads made for a rough commute in and around Santa Fe this morning. Highway 599, I should say, became so slick, state police shut it down for several hours. The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Department says conditions led to several fender benders, but no one was seriously hurt.
Now, if you're headed out tonight, you can call the state's road condition hotline at 1-800-432-4269. We'll repeat this number after weather. The snow is good news for the state ski areas, as more announced today they're opening early. Both Angel Fire and Red River now plan to open on November 27th, a few days sooner than originally scheduled. Taos Ski Valley and Ski Santa Fe have already announced earlier opening dates. And Enchanted Forest Cross Country Ski Area open today. For more information on snow totals and opening dates, you can log on to our website. That's KOBTV.com.
New details tonight about a father and son found shot to death in a car last night. Tonight, investigators say it was a murder-suicide. Neil Simon joins us live from where it happened in northeast Albuquerque. Neil.
Tom, a Westgate family is dealing with the loss of 3 family members tonight. One died earlier this week. Two died in this parking lot just last night when a father drove his 25-year-old son here, shot and killed him, and then killed himself. The mysterious scene. Two men slumped in a car at 2222 Candelaria. Police now calling the mystery a murder-suicide. 45-year-old Dominic Atler killing his 25-year-old son Damien and then himself.
The investigation is still ongoing. We're trying to gain a better understanding as to why that location. It's difficult to say at this point.
No words from the grieving family in their Westgate home tonight, but friends and police confirm the family was having hard times.
Dominic Adler did lose a brother, and I believe it was to an illness that occurred earlier in the week.
Neighbors say they saw Dominic just hours before he died. One says the family had been working on setting up a new restaurant. A neighbor says he saw Damien and Dominic that morning as well, seeing no clues as to what would happen that night. Other neighbors say Dominic was a very friendly man, always walking in and out of his house with a kind hello to any neighbor who may be outside. Tonight, he is survived by his wife and two other sons. Live in Northeast Albuquerque, Neil Simon, Eyewitness 4 News.
All right, Neil. The three suspects in the fatal shooting of a Valencia County deputy were all in court today. Michael Armendariz, Nestor Chavez, and Sandra Beret were all formally charged in the death of Deputy Damasio Montaño, as well as the wounding of his brother, State Police Officer Eric Montaño. Armendariz is the suspected triggerman. Earlier this week, he was extradited from Colorado, where he was arrested. Today, he was asked to be transferred to Santa Fe for his personal security, but a judge denied the request. Prosecutors are still deciding whether to seek the death penalty.
A cat in the East Mountains has come down with the plague. It was infected along Highway 217. While the cat is expected to recover, the county says people in the area and hikers should take precautions, keeping their dogs in leashes and also putting flea repellent on their cats and dogs. This is the first case of plague in Bernalillo County this year.
It takes crews more than an hour to put out a fire in Valencia County. The fire broke out at this home on Meadow Lake Road just before 2 this afternoon. From Chopper 4, you can see the heavy smoke billowing from under the home's roof. Crews thought they got the fire under control a couple of times, only to have flames blow up again. The family says it may have started as an electrical fire in the roof. Everyone did get out okay. No cause yet on a fire that destroyed a home on Albuquerque's west side. The fire broke out just before 10 this morning. No one was hurt. The Red Cross has been called in to help the family.
An Albuquerque business says thieves made away with half its inventory overnight. The merchandise was loaded into a trailer in front of Bow Wow Blues, a specialty dog shop in Rio Grande. The owners were planning to take the trailer to Lubbock for a gift show, but this morning when they came to work, all that was left were the trailer's locks.
It's our busiest season, and we just restocked so that we'd have a lot of inventory to take to all of these shows. And so it really hits us hard.
The store estimates the stolen goods were worth $30,000 to $50,000. Anyone with information is asked to call police.
With just 8 days until the real season begins, ticket sales for the Lobos men basketball games are down. For a look at the reason why, let's go live to Mark Horner inside the pit. Mark.
Carla, good evening. Tip-off for tonight's exhibition game is less than 1 hour away. Take a look, still plenty of seats available, and that goes for season tickets too.
With the new coaching staff and some new players, this latest version of Lobos men's basketball is largely untested, and it appears many fans are on the fence, holding off on buying season tickets until the new team shows what it's made out of.
Right now we're just under 12,000.
When it comes to Lobos tickets, Mark Kosen is the man in charge. He predicts that as many as 500 more season tickets will be sold before the team's home opener against California in 8 days.
Yeah, they're a little bit behind. Last year we ended up just over 13,200. The year before that we were at about 13, almost 13,700.
Kosen says casinos and big-name concerts compete with sports for the entertainment dollar.
Either 28 down here or 22 up here. It's about a 5-row difference.
Thomas Whittington is buying a pair of tickets for tonight's game.
With the way the market is, I'm kind of conservative with my spending. It's sort of an opportunity for me to really see what the team is about and if it's worth investing my money in terms of a long-term commitment.
Okay, perhaps you're wondering which year did they sell the most season tickets? Well, it wasn't that long ago. Take a look right here. It was the 99-2000 season. Yes, former coach Fran Fascilla's very first year. By the way, tonight's game tips off at 7 o'clock. Reporting live from the pit, Mark Warner, Eyewitness News 4.
Mark, thank you. Stay tuned. Our Lobo insider Lee Faria is also at the pit. He'll join us in a few minutes with a preview of tonight's game.
And breaking news, Torrance County authorities say that Kevin Jensen, the suspect in the murder of a Moriarty boy, has decided to waive extradition.
He's being held in Kansas and will return to New Mexico to face charges. He is not a murder suspect at this point. He has been charged with other things, and we'll be following that story. Have more tonight at 10.
Fighting DWI in New Mexico with a pill or a shot.
New at 10, our DWI Watch tells you about research being done in Albuquerque that could take away the strong desire to drink. But first, here at 6.
More restaurants are added to the city's downgraded list. Coming up in a live 4 Want You to Know report, we'll tell you how you can tell if the restaurant you're eating at is one of them.
Plus, an Albuquerque man spends thousands of hours fighting the state's hunger problem, one meal at a time.
In Albuquerque, we started off with a low of 35, ended up with a high of 53. More on your weekend weather coming up in the Pinpoint Forecast next.
Working for you with Tom Joles, Cindy Hernandez, meteorologist Larry Rice, and JP Murrieta with sports. This is Eyewitness News 4 at 6.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Siegel Street Restaurant.
54,000 people are in need of emergency food assistance each week in our state.
New Mexico leads the nation in the percentage of people wondering where their next meal will come from.
But you can help. Drop off your non-perishable food donation anytime this week at a Smith's or American Home.
Or on Saturday, November 16th, leave a food donation at your mailbox and it'll be picked up by your letter carrier.
The Eyewitness News 4 Holiday Food Drive benefits the Roadrunner Food Bank and affiliated food banks in New Mexico. Brought to you by these sponsors and Channel 4.
I'm a food truck man, that's all I drive. I ain't got no boundaries, I don't compromise.
When only the best truck will do for you, the only choice is built Ford Tough. And during truck month, save with 0% financing or up to $4,000 cash back on Ford trucks. From the rugged Ranger to the versatile Explorer to the tough F-150 and even the powerful Super Duty. It's no wonder these are some of the hottest selling trucks in New Mexico. See your New Mexico Ford dealers today.
Ain't no doubt my king of the mountains built Ford Tough.
Your family to me means that you can say that you have people that love you, and when you have problems, you can go to them and talk about it.
You're a warm, caring, beautiful young lady, and you've added so much to our lives.
I would like to thank you both for being kind, loving, and good parents.
If you can look back at the time we spent together and say they were really good to me, that will touch my heart forever.
You may only be one person in this world, but you can be the world to one New Mexico child. Foster a future.
What kind of pizza can you get for only $3.99? At Cece's, you can have all the pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert you can eat. Or you can go to a big-name pizza chain and get a pitcher of soft drinks. At Cece's all-you-can-eat buffet, you get 16 kinds of fresh, hot, and delicious pizza. No wonder we're the highest-rated pizza chain. So now, you've got a choice at $3.99. Them or Cece's. Cece's Pizza, fresh taste at a great price.
It's the spirit of the season at American Home, and we've made a special purchase on this 90-inch leather sofa. The special purchase price is just $9.99, saving you $400 off our everyday low price of $13.99. This leather sofa features traditional camelback style, nail head accents, and wood feet. Plus, you can buy with no payments and no interest until 2004 or no interest until 2005. It's the spirit of the season at American Home.
Well, if I had money, I tell you what I'd do. I'd go downtown and buy me a Mercury or two. See, I'm crazy about a Mercury. I'm gonna cruise it up and down the road. Gonna buy.
Right now, get 0% APR financing or $2,500 cash back on every new 2003 Grand Marquis. At your Mercury dealer now.
Here's tonight's contestant in the Channel 4 $1 Million giveaway, Olympia Torres. You have 10 minutes to call 1-866-222-3244.
Tonight, more restaurants are added to the list of recent downgrades by the health departments. So how can you tell if the restaurant where you're about to eat is approved by the city? 4 Wants You to Know reporter Lauren Prisbel is live in Northeast Albuquerque with tonight's Restaurant Watch. Lauren?
Carla, according to the health department, the Route 66 diner here is a good restaurant, but how can we tell? Well, you look on their door. As you can see, the sticker right here is green. That means that this restaurant has passed all inspection by the health department. But if you're going to a restaurant and you notice that this sticker on their door is red, watch out. Some restaurants that have recently had a red sticker include this super salad in Northeast Albuquerque. The restaurant's numerous violations include a plumbing backflow problem, a repeated violation for poor hygienic practices, and critical violations for improper hot and cold temperature holding.
It only takes a couple of hours for food to be out of temperature before there's the possibility of foodborne illness.
Another Chinese restaurant makes the list. China Lux violations include mouse droppings and hand washing facilities not available. The Sheraton Old Town is in the spotlight as well. The cafe inside, Cafe Plazuela, is downgraded. Some of the reasons: people eating and drinking in the kitchen and cross-contamination of food. And don't think a country club is exempt from violations. Behind the gates, the Tanawan Country Club in Northeast Albuquerque receives numerous violations. Improper cooling procedures of potentially hazardous foods and cross-contamination of raw meat with ready-to-eat foods are just a few. Now, all of these food places have fixed their violations. That means their health department sticker, like the one here at the Route 66 diner, is green, with the exception of the Tanawan Country Club. Their sticker right now is still red until they fix all their violations. The reason that they haven't been upgraded yet is because just yesterday they were downgraded. Live in Northeast Albuquerque, I'm Lauren Prisbel, Eyewitness News 4.
Thank you, Lauren. Parts of eastern New Mexico looking like Minnesota or Wisconsin.
Just a little bit, and some of it, a lot of snow in a short amount of time. Convective snow or thunder snow. You know how rain can come down really heavy in a thunder shower? Well, thunder snow can do the same thing. This is not what's going on in the East Mountains, just regular snow, and that's what's showing up right now on Live Pinpoint Doppler Max. You folks near Torreon, Estancia, Mountain Air, getting some snow as we speak, but the moisture with this system is pretty limited, and we expect this to taper off in the next couple of hours, and overnight skies will become clear. Here's a look at some of the temperatures. Right now in the East Mountains, it's 30 at Edgewood's, Route 66 Elementary School, Taos Middle School's at 32, Tucumcari Middle School's at 35 with humidity at 85%. The Sunport temperature's down to 42 after a high of 53, southeast wind at 17, pressure is rising rapidly, 30.32 inches, continues to climb, humidity at 57%. Across the state right now, we've got 30s, 40s, and 50s with high temperatures that were a little below average. And the snow continuing to fall in the East Mountain area, but the snow around Tucumcari is pretty much over with at this point. We're looking at clearing skies in the west. Again, that freeze warning in the south. This storm tracking out of the area, and by tomorrow, it's all but a memory as high pressure continues to build in the upper atmosphere from the west. We expect the jet stream to move aside, so tomorrow will be the last day of any wind conditions. We'll call it breezy, and then Sunday, we're expecting high pressure to dominate much of the southwestern U.S. Here's a quick look at weather across the nation. We've got some severe weather possibilities in the southeast, but not for New Mexico, because after 11 o'clock tonight, we're done with precipitation. We could end up with some fog tomorrow morning near the snow that fell in the eastern plains. Heading into tomorrow afternoon, plenty of sunshine. Same story on Sunday, minus the breeze, as we expect sunshine statewide to wrap up the weekend. Here's a look at lows forecast for tonight. In the southeast, we'll be dropping down into the teens, 20s, and 30s, with highs in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. For the southwest, you'll start off the morning in the teens and 20s with highs in the 50s to right around 60 degrees. For the Four Corners, we've got lows in the teens and 20s overnight, highs in the 40s and 50s. And a cold night in northeastern New Mexico from 10 at Red River to 28 at Tucumcari, highs tomorrow in the 40s, 50s to right around 60. For Santa Fe, Espanola, and Los Alamos, we've got lows in the teens and 20s, highs tomorrow expected to be in the 40s and 50s, breezy but sunny. East Mountain temperatures overnight in the teens and 20s, and what we're looking at for tomorrow afternoon are 40s to low 50s. For Bernalillo, Placitas, Los Lunas, and Belen, 20s for lows, highs tomorrow in the 40s and 50s. And for Albuquerque, dropping down to a low of 30 in the Heights, 25 in the Valley. Tomorrow's high should reach 53. It is okay to use your fireplace or wood stove. To recap the weekend, we've got 53 on Saturday, warmer on Sunday, and then we're into a sunny pattern, maybe a few high clouds with the front on Monday, but back up to the range of about 60 degrees Monday through Wednesday, Tom.
Thank you, Larry. With the economy the way it is, a lot of hardworking New Mexicans are finding it hard to put food on the table. An Albuquerque man is trying to change that one can at a time. He is tonight's hometown hero. Nearly 1 out of every 6 New Mexicans finds it a real struggle to put food on the table.
Well, you got a lot there.
Lowell Burford is part of an army of volunteers at the Roadrunner Food Bank.
I'll take that one, thank you.
Always giving thanks to people willing to help. On this day, some preschoolers.
We're just glad to have him a part of our group here and hope that he keeps on doing what he's doing.
Good work, thank you.
Burford has spent 11,000 of his retirement hours here at the Roadrunner Food Bank. He is so good at what he does, he recently won the Second Harvest National Volunteer of the Year Award.
I think Lowell's very deserving of the award. He's been tremendously helpful to our food pantry over the years.
The answer to volunteering is to find a place that you feel good about and that has something to do that you want to do.
You can be a hero tomorrow by donating food for our Eyewitness News 4 Holiday Food Drive. We'll be collecting non-perishable items at any American Home or Smith's store, or just leave your donation next to your mailbox tomorrow and your mail carrier will pick it up.
The Lobo men's basketball team hits the court in less than an hour.
That's right, I'm Lee Faria. A live report coming up from the pit. The Lobos against the EA Sports Southwest All-Stars. You'll remember some of these guys. We'll tell you about it coming up in sports.
Call or email Feedback 4 with your comments on this newscast, because Eyewitness News 4 is working for you.
Now, Domino's is boldly taking chicken where no chicken has gone before and delivering it right to your door. Introducing Domino's Pizza Buffalo Chicken Kickers. Tender cuts of all-white chicken breast with a kick of buffalo flavor baked right in. 10 pieces for $5.99.
Don't eat with your oboes on the table.
Get the door and get a kick out of dinner tonight. Get an order of Cinesticks free when you buy a large one-topping pizza for $9.99.
Sometimes I need quiet. Sometimes I need peace. Sometimes I need to get away.
The Lexus ES, a new world of luxury. See Lexus of Albuquerque.
Okay if I eat your green chili burger? You sure? Just shake your head no if it's not cool. Who's your buddy? Am I your buddy?
Celebrate the 100th season of Lobo basketball with a limited edition Lobo Louis bobbing head, only $4.99 at McDonald's. And while you're here, try our Bueno green chili. Add it to any sandwich like our $1 Big and Tasty, and put a little spice in your life. Sound like a good idea? We thought so.
Hi, I'm Mike Roberts from News Radio 770 KKOB AM. I've been the radio voice of the University of New Mexico Lobos for the past 37 seasons. You've trusted me to do the games. You can trust me now when I tell you there are great buys at Cross Country Auto Sales. On this 2002 Expedition, we bought this Expedition in the last 18 months and saved over $10,000 at Cross Country Auto Sales. You can do the same with Randy Eastberg and the gang at Cross Country Auto Sales on Lomas. That's Cross Country Auto Sales where, if you can't see the difference, why pay the difference?
Traditions, 24 unique shops to find the perfect gift. And this year, the magic of Christmas Under the Stars, a holiday festival of lights. Traditions, I-25 Buttigieg exit 257.
There's a sale happening in Albuquerque, New Mexico tomorrow that's never happened before. It's on the only car named #1 in customer satisfaction 3 years in a row. Saturn. Here's what makes it a sale. The finest Saturn of all. Saturn L Series, priced for a limited time for not $400 a month, but only $259. That's the best buy in America. When you buy a Saturn tomorrow, you'll never settle for an ordinary car again. This event is at Saturn of Albuquerque, Lomas and University.
Hi everyone, the Lobo men's basketball team has their final exam tonight before the regular season starts next week. Our Lobo insider Lee Faria is out at the pit for tonight's exhibition game. And Lee, will the Lobos get a passing grade on this exam?
Well, JP, this test against the EA Sports All-Stars is going to be a little tougher than the last one we saw. The Southwest All-Stars are a bunch of former Mountain West Conference players who can really shoot the rock, so defense is job one. The last time we saw Richie McKay's Lobos, they were racking up a bunch of points, but he was disappointed with the Lobos' defensive effort. So Lee's keys begin with get back Jack.
I was disappointed because we didn't communicate as well as we need to beat a Pac-10 team or the best team in the Mountain West on the defensive end. So hopefully that's improved over the last 15 days. Do I expect it to be like it will during the conference? No.
The Lobos will go without Javen Tyndall in the backcourt, so next is bigger is better. The Lobos will have to get production out of Jamal Williams and Mark Walters. Finally, large and in charge. The Southwest All-Stars will have a much bigger presence in the lane than the West All-Stars did. So both Chad Bell and David Quixote have to contribute. If the Lobos take care of these three areas, they'll own the Southwest. And get a load of this starting lineup. Sin-Q Carey, Ruben Douglas, Mark Walters, Jamal Williams, and Michael Manette. Kind of a payback for working hard in practice, JP. I might suit up. I'd be the tallest guy on the floor.
We'll have you suited up tonight at 10. We'll see you then, Lee. Thanks. Day 2 of the state volleyball tournament. 3A semifinal action. St. Michael's against Grants, and the Lady Horsemen dominated this one from the start. Brittany Metzo with the great placement in the corner. And then again, St. Mike's on the attack. Bump and set, and Sarah Munoz gets the kill. St. Mike's moves on with a 3-0 win. Fort Sumner, Des Moines, Capitan, and Laguna were all winners today as well. We'll have more volleyball highlights and scores tonight on New Mexico Game Day. The Seattle Mariners hired Bob Melvin as their new manager. He spent the last 2 years as bench coach for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Albuquerque's Ray Sanchez III takes his unbeaten record into the ring tomorrow night in Las Vegas. Little Ray is on the undercard of the Paulie Ayala Eric Morales fight at the Mandalay Bay Casino. Little Ray is slated to take on Richard Best. Little Ray is unbeaten in 7 fights as a pro, and this is his biggest profile fight to date.
All the big guys in boxing are going to be there, all the big promoters, all the big networks, HBO pay-per-view, of course, and all the biggest news reporters for boxing, all the boxing analysts around the world are going to be there, so I'm looking to open up a lot of doors and make a statement, pretty much.
And that fight's tomorrow night.
All right,
Okay.
thanks.
We'll see you at 10.
Good night.
More New Mexicans watch Eyewitness News 4 than any other news organization in the state.
Welcome to Channel 4's $1 Million giveaway. Tonight's contestant is Olympia Torres of Belen. Now, one person out there has the winning combination. Olympia, let's try your luck and see if it's you. Are you ready? Yes. All right, good luck. Your number is 014313. That's not it, Olympia, but you do win $1,000 and a chance to win a brand new car from Sandia Casino. I guess Christmas is coming a little early for the Torres family. Congratulations. We'll see you again tonight at 10.
So let's turn to page 7 of our proposal, where we feel...
Page 7?
Should be the next page you have.
We don't see it. No.
Hold on.
There it is.
Introducing Chrysler PT Cruiser Turbo. With an all-new 215 horsepower turbocharged engine, it can get you cross-town, cross-country, anywhere in the blink of an eye.
Let's move on to page 11.
Page 11?
Do you like it?
Just fine. It's a very important piece.
Oh, I really like
It's really
it.
generating a lot of buzz in the community.
I'm just not sure it goes with our couch.
How about I put some chili on it? Whoa.
It's Chili Makes It Better month at Sonic, featuring all your chili favorites, including the extra long cheese coney and large tots for just $2.99. And try our new pecan pie shake made with bits of real pecans.
It's fall, so get the most of the great outdoors at your Jeep dealer's fall matchup. Put up to $1,000 down on a 2003 Grand Cherokee and we'll match it. Then add a $2,000 cash allowance for up to $4,000 down. Or choose 0% financing for 60 months on all 03 Grand Cherokees. With all this plus our 770 powertrain limited warranty, we'll make sure you get out there. Great products, great protection, great value at the fall matchup. Hurry, it all ends soon.
Tired of wimpy, paper-thin pizzas? Next time, go deep with the new Chicago Dish Pizza from Pizza Hut. The deepest pizza ever to hit your table. Filled to the brim with layers of cheese, overloaded with toppings, finished before your eyes right at your table with chunky marinara sauce and topped off with freshly grated cheese. So deep, you'll need a fork to eat it. The Chicago Dish Pizza. New at Pizza Hut. Go deep.
Get the Chicago Dish for $11.99, only at participating Pizza Hut restaurants.